What's up, PokeMoshPit? You got PokeAim here, and first off, before anything else, I would like to tell you guys that Project Moshpit is back. I believe the first upload will be uploaded today at 1 p.m. It's actually me versus Tony Flygon. So Project Moshpit's back, finally back after 5 months. It's up and running, and expect some big things this summer from that channel. So anyway, today I have a Challenge Cup match versus my boy rchizzle9. It's pretty fun. You know, we were just bored on Skype and decided, hey, let's have a battle, because I pretty much just forced him to Challenge Cup me, and of course he accepted. So he's going to be leading off with a Frostlass. I'm leading off with an Ambipom. And keep in mind that we don't know each other's teams. We did cover the top screen just to make it a bit more fun. So he leads off with his Frostlass. I lead off with my Ambipom. He's going to hit me with a Signal Beam, but I'm just going to go for the Toxic. Just in case, one, if he had Destiny Bond, and if he might have that, or two, I just wanted to get off some damage, because Toxic is actually really good in Challenge Cup, since it does wear the opponent down. It does force them to switch out, just like regular Toxic in regular battles, but also because since you don't have control over your Pokemon and their movesets, less likely that you'll have something to resist the Toxic, and that you'll have a Heal Beller or anything along those lines. So just going to switch into my Malval right here, as he does end up going for the Signal Beam, and now I'm actually going to go for the Double Edge, predicting the switch. Psych, I went for the Ancient Power. I tricked all you guys, and it does end up going out into his Wish Cache. Sorry about that. I'm really tired, so I'm stupid. But in any case, he does go out to his Wish Cache. I'm going to have to switch out of there. I'm going to go out into my Maractus, knowing I can easily take this thing one-on-one. He actually ends up Dragon Dancing just because, like I said, he does not know my team, so he wanted to try and get up a sweep early. But of course, he's going to be forced to switch out right here. So I'm just going to go right for the Energy Ball, as he does end up switching out into his Moltres, which scared the crap out of me, because this thing could potentially sweep my team with Air Slash and Fire Blast. But fortunately for me, though, I do have a Rhyperior, so I can easily take any hit he wants to go for. He does end up going for the Pluck. That is going to do pretty much nothing to my Rhyperior. So I'm actually going to double switch right here into my Maractus, predicting him to want to go out into his Wish Cache, but I believe he predicts me to do that, or he was foddering off his Frostlass. No, he probably didn't predict me to do that, since he would have just stayed in Plucked, but he was foddering off his Frostlass right here. So I'm forced to switch out into my Malval, and right here he does predict me to do that, because he ends up switching into his Azumarill. And the reason I say he did predict me is because he does carry the Superpower, and he is carrying the ability Huge Power, so that will double, of course, Azumarill's attack. So just gonna go for the Double Edge just to get off some damage, as he does surprise me with the Superpower. That is gonna do a pretty nice chunk to my Malval, considering that the Intimidate is up, and his defenses are going to be lowered, so he's not going to want to stay in and take another Double Edge, since he wants his Azumarill at as high amount of HP as possible. So he's going to predict my next Double Edge, going to go out into his Frostlass. I don't want to lose my Malval just yet. I told Rylan on Skype, I was pretty much trolling him and saying, oh, I'm going to try to 6-0 you in Challenge Cup. If you guys don't remember, I did upload another Challenge Cup match versus him, and I told him I would 6-0 him, and he ended up killing me because of swagger. But yeah, that's another it's another story for another day. So in any case, I did go out on my Rhyperior trying to preserve the 6-0. Unfortunately for me, he did crit me with Signal Beam, so gonna have to switch down to my Ambipom. And the other reason why I didn't attack him is because I'm scared that he has the Destiny Bond, because Rylan was taunting me on Skype that he has Destiny Bond. So I go into my Ambipom. He's gonna hit me with a Signal Beam. I thought he would have Destiny Bond, so I'm actually gonna do is hit Toxic just in case he did have that, because I didn't want to lose my Ambipom just yet. He does end up, though, just hitting me with a Signal Beam, and now he's going to go on to Toxic. So now he's going to go on to Skitty. I faced Skitties before and Delcatties, if any of you guys remember XD Galadarctus. And in any case, since I have played Skitties before on Little Cup, I believe I played Skitties. I don't even know where I played Skitties. I just know they have Sucker Punch. So I go for the Toxic, predicting the Sucker Punch. It was kind of a, just a blind prediction, just because there was a chance that he did have Sucker Punch, there was a chance he didn't. In any case, gonna go on to my Malval, because I know Skitty's ability besides Cute Charm is Normalize, and what Normalize does is make every single attack that Skitty has pretty much a normal type attack. So every single attack he has is Stab. So Swift and Water Pulse were Stab, which is why he wasn't able to knock me out with the Water Pulse. Now he's gonna be able to outspeed me and knock me out with the Swift. I'm actually going to go into my Rhyperior right here, just because, even though he does have Water Pulse, like I said, it is Stab because of Skitty's ability to Normalize, so he can't touch me. So I'm free to go for the Thunderbolt, as he actually does end up going out into his Wish Cache. Now right here, I'm actually going to predict his Double Switch into his Moltres, predicting me to want to go onto my Maractus, which does easily wall his Wish Cache. So I predicted in the Challenge Cup, and I go for that Stone Edge, and I am able to knock out that incoming Moltres. So that really put up the momentum for me, even though it is a pretty fun match. So it doesn't really matter how we're doing, just having fun. But in any case, now he's going to go onto his Wish Cache. I'm not going to want to stay in, going to go onto my Maractus. He's going to go for the Aqua Tail just to get some damage on my incoming Maractus, as that does jack, because I am, of course, resistant to that. So now I'm actually going to go for the Energy Ball, as he ends up going out into his Emolga. Emolga is a very cool looking Pokemon. Flying Squirrel, wow. I'm sorry, I really shouldn't be saying my opinion and stuff. It's 12:30 at night, and I'm tired and I've been up all day. I'm actually learning Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though, yeah, I'm just rambling right now. But in any case, he's going to go for the Volt Switch, as I'm just going to end up going for the Energy Ball again. He ends up sacking his Skitty right here because he really doesn't have anything besides the Molga that can take Energy Ball, since all he has left is Azumarill, Whiscash, Emolga, and that Skitty. So his Skitty is going to go down. He's going to go right back down to his Emolga. I'm actually going to end up going for the bounce right here because I wanted to try and paralyze this thing. That way my Rhyperior can come in, outspeed, hit it with an H-Power, hit it with a Stone Edge, whatever I choose to go for. So he does end up roosting. Now he's going to set up a Rain Dance, as I'm just going to go for the bounce, and I do end up getting the paralysis. And even though the only reason I went for bounce was to get the paralysis, I still feel kind of bad about it. So what I decided to do is just use Facade, even though he's the one paralyzed and I'm not the one status. Unfortunately for him, though, he does get paralyzed, and he's actually going to get paralyzed again, I believe. So, like I said, I did feel bad right here. It is a friendly match, and we are good friends. So, I'm actually going to switch out to my Rhyperior, just giving him the free chance to roost, as he does end up doing just that. And he is able to roost, so I can easily fire off an Ancient Power, Stone Edge, or whatever I want to go for. I'm just going to end up going for the Ancient Power right here, just because I'm trying to get that booster boost, that 7% chance. It actually does a decent chunk, considering Rhyperior's special attack is crap. But then again, Emolga does not have the best stats in general. So, in any case, I am going to go for the Ancient Power again, as he is going to end up switching out into his Whiscash. And once again, I'm not going to get that booster boost. So, I believe right here, I end up going for... No, I actually end up switching. It's later on in the match where I end up going for something. I switched into my Ambipom because I do carry Grass Knot, and I do carry the Toxic, and I figured he wouldn't go for the Aqua Tail just because I do have Maractus, which does easy switch in. And now I'm going to go for the Hyper Beam, expecting him to want to kill me off, but no, he actually ends up switching out into his Emolga. So I did go for that awesome looking attack, as he is going to be able to roost, and he made a really good play right here because he did roost. He is at a good amount of HP, and he knew that Future Sight would knock me out. So that was a good play on Ryland's part. It was just a good play. What else can I say about that? So now I'm going to go into Rhyperior. I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge, I believe, as he actually ends up switching out into his Whiscash. And right here, I end up critting him. So I felt really bad about that. Like, I just really felt bad because he's my good friend, and I'm critting him in a challenge cup match. It's for fun. So I decided just to fodder off my Rhyperior right here, even though I easily could have switched out into my Maractus just to take any hits. So I went for Flash Cannon just because I know it would do the least damage to him, and I didn't want to go for Thunderbolt just because. And he is actually able to knock me out with the Aqua Tail. So now I'm free to go out into my Machop instead of going out to my Maractus because I want to show this thing off. Just going to go for that Brick Break, as he does end up switching out into his Azumarill. It actually does a decent chunk to this Azumarill. And, actually, whoa, I'm thinking of something else. That did crap, wow. And he actually is going to hit me with superpower. Now, I was surprised at how well I took this superpower, because Azumarill with huge power plays no game. So, I am able to take that. Now I'm able to hit him with the Brick Break, and I'm actually going to go for the Fire Punch right here, just because he is a Water type, and why not? When you have the opportunity to knock out something like a Water type with a Fire type attack, just add insult to injury and just do it. So, I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Fire Punch. He's down to 2 Pokemon, his Emolga and his Whiscash. Unfortunately, right here, I am going to get a crit on his Emolga with the Fire Punch. So that was really bad for Ryland. And the funny part is, during this entire match, he was trying to beat me with this Whiscash. Like, he was trying to get out my Maractus, that way he could beat me. But I actually had my 6th Pokemon was a Tangrowth that had Chlorophyll, Sludge Bomb, Grass Knot, and Sunny Day. So I could have swept Ryland from the beginning, but I decided just to, you know, have fun, toy with him a little. But in the case, he's going to knock me out with the Waterfall. Now I'm going to reveal my last Pokemon, which is my Tangrowth, which is like facepalm for Ryland. And I am going to be able to knock him out with the Grass Knot. So yeah, good game, Ryland. Guys, definitely check him out. He posts great stuff. I love his content. And until next time, guys, later.